Hello again, Sagan here. In this video, I want to share a little bit more about me, my background, and my own productivity story. Productivity and time management are my jam. After a decade of being my own boss, both as a solopreneur and in a business partnership capacity, I am thrilled to share my secrets for getting more done in less time with you. I am passionate about maximizing productivity and managing our time and energy effectively. It is truly incredible how much we can accomplish and how much we can live out our dreams when we become productivity powerhouses. As an internationally board-certified success coach and Antihustle productivity strategist, I help multi-passionate creatives, solopreneurs, and busy professionals like you save 10 plus hours every single week, maximize productivity based on your personality, and take strategic action to finally achieve your dreamy goals without burning out. We do this through a step-by-step framework here in Productivity Powerhouse that enables you to tune into what makes your heart happy and get clear and focused on your ideas, create your own rules, including customized strategies that empower your unique business, and turn work into play so you stay motivated while you implement your awesome action plan. The kind of work that I have done over the years has varied, but I first started my SaganMorrow.com business back in 2008 as a blogger, and a couple of years later, I began adding more to my business, primarily in the form of freelance writing, editing, and social media management. And as much as I enjoyed writing and the work that I was doing, I didn't have any idea about how to really manage myself effectively. I was even proud of myself for being in a constant state of busy, and I felt like I was always scrambling to meet deadlines, which again didn't feel good, but it did make me feel important. In other words, I was very much caught in the trap of toxic productivity and hustle culture. It was around this time that I was diagnosed with chronic anxiety. I already had chronic insomnia and chronic nightmare disorder, and so this made me wonder, can I keep going like this? The truth is I couldn't. The way I was managing my business was not remotely sustainable, and I thought it meant that I wasn't cut out for being a full-time business owner. So I accepted the first 9-to-5 job I found while continuing to do some freelance work on the side. And here's where something interesting happened. The job I got was at a nonprofit that had way more of a workload than it had team members to do the work. Suddenly, I had piles of work to squeeze into a 35-hour work week, and I was determined to figure out how to complete tasks more efficiently without reducing the quality of my work. I was starting to organically learn about anti-hustle productivity without even realizing it. And I was also starting to realize that wearing my busy badge of honor wasn't doing me any favors. Glorifying busy work wasn't helping me, and it really wasn't making me any more important. I knew then that I wanted to escape toxic hustle culture. At this point, it was really hitting home that I no longer wanted to have a boss, and I was beginning to trust myself enough that I knew I could make my business work on my own despite my anxiety. So I struck out on my own in 2014, and I haven't looked back since. Everything was different this time around when I took my freelance writing business full-time again, and much of this is because I wasn't viewing my anxiety as something that was holding me back. Instead, I was honoring my mental health, and I structured my business and my entire professional life to support my personal needs. This was super important when it came to creating a schedule for myself, for example, because my chronic insomnia and nightmare disorder mean that I don't always know how well I'm going to sleep at night or what my energy levels will be like when I wake up one morning compared to the next. I didn't want my sleep hygiene, which most experts equate to being a fundamental part of productivity. I didn't want that to hold me back. After all, because I have insomnia and nightmare disorder, there is somewhat of a limit to how much I can improve my sleep health. It frustrated me so much that all of the gurus out there always talked about how you need to get 8 hours of sleep or else it will take away from your productivity. I knew there must be some kind of workaround to be able to be productive despite my fluctuating sleeping patterns. That was definitely a motivating factor for me to continue developing my signature anti-hustle productivity methods that you will learn about in this program. And spoiler alert, those gurus were wrong. I continue to improve my productivity capacity and capability, even though I don't have perfect sleep health. I want you to experience the same. Whether you have health issues or lifestyle obstacles that are complicating things, you too can be more productive. That's what Productivity Powerhouse is all about. Another huge motivator for me in designing these methodologies and packaging them into Productivity Powerhouse for you is my firm belief that being multi-passionate can be a delightful asset. Being multi-passionate is an extremely important part of my identity. Just like you, I have so many ideas and dreams, and I wanted to figure out a way to maximize my time and energy so that I could have the skill and capacity to do it all. For example, I am a writer at heart, and I've always wanted to write novels. Exploring how to be productive as a multi-passionate creative has enabled me to create space in my business for having fun with writing romantic comedy novels without dropping the ball in other areas of my business. Over the years, I have spent hours upon hours researching, experimenting, and fine-tuning anti-hustle productivity concepts and methods in my own life and business. And that's how Productivity Powerhouse was first created in November 2019. For nearly a year and a half, it empowered dozens of solopreneurs to save 10 hours every single week in their businesses and to avoid burnout so they have the energy to fully enjoy those extra 10 hours. But I knew that this program had the ability to do even more and to serve you even better, to ensure that you are not only saving 10 hours every single week and increasing your energy, but also that you are stepping into your most prolific self, making real progress on your big dreamy goals with the motivation and accountability built in to provide you with ongoing support and encouragement on your strategic action plans. So in spring 2021, I completely overhauled Productivity Powerhouse into the 2.0 version of what you see here today. And then I did another round of very epic upgrades in early 2022 for even greater impact. Productivity Powerhouse, by the way, is not the first program that I've created. In between doing my own freelance work, I began creating and teaching online courses for other freelancers back in 2016. Several of those programs have been archived, but others are still available for you at saganmorrow.com/programs. Everything I have taught over the years in my online courses has always had bits and pieces of this underlying success framework, but it's not until this program that you're in right now that we are unpacking every element of the framework and truly using it as a tool for anti-hustle productivity and success. What you'll learn in this program are the exact strategies that have enabled me to quit my 9-to-5 job and turn my side hustle into a full-time job within the space of 5 months, get amazing brand sponsorships when I was a health blogger, consistently send weekly emails to my audience for over 7 years, manage my business as a solopreneur for more than 10 years while handling nightmare disorder, insomnia, and anxiety, keep my business running during a very stressful transition from solopreneurship to business partnership and back to solopreneurship all within 1 year, create half a dozen online courses for freelancers while providing freelance writing services to my own clients, have the time and energy to enjoy fun hobbies like burlesque dancing, write and self-publish 7 novellas in the space of 2 years, adjust my schedule to take a full week off work every single month, start a solo weekly podcast about life as an indie author, have the bandwidth to collaborate with other business owners to host live stream shows and webinars, even as an introvert, be featured in more than 90 guest appearances as a featured blogger, expert panelist, conference session speaker, and podcast guest over the course of just 2 years, enjoy 3-day weekends on a regular basis, and maintain my business with ease while moving across the country during the pandemic, to name just a few. What I love about anti-hustle productivity is that it is so expansive and really allows the space for you and your business to breathe, to do and be more than you ever thought was possible. I would love to stay in touch with you as you go through this journey as well. Drop me a line via email, hello@saganmorrow.com, or let's connect on social media. My handle is @SaganLives on Twitter and Instagram. I'm really looking forward to getting to know you in the coming months and cheering you on throughout your productivity journey.